Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to the Daily Quest episode number 38. Wow, these are starting to add up. I guess when you do something 4 times a week, the number goes up a lot quicker when you do it once a week, like Town Hall. I'm like, we've been doing Town Hall for over a year, and it's at 90 something, and this is already almost at 40. Well, that's just the nature of the beast when it comes to math, which is something I'm just not particularly good at myself. Today is a wondrous, wondrous day because Blizzard has just announced that a balance update will be coming out later today, and they've released another little snippet of voices on the 2 new heroes coming out, as well as silhouettes of those 2 heroes. It has pretty much been confirmed by the community that it's going to be Wizard and Necromancer. But we'll see. There's a lot of people still fighting for Medivh as that other guy. Everyone seems pretty set on the fact that Wizard is the female, and it makes sense as that is the one Diablo 3 character that has not entered the game yet, at least of the playable characters that exist. Can't wait either way. Hopefully we get more news. Considering they're releasing a balance update, I feel like they'll be trickling out that info and announcing what those 2 are. And the official Diablo account did go ahead and say that, you know, we're anxious for your announcement to the Heroes Twitter account. So just some fun back and forth between those official IP accounts. But today, before all of that patch stuff, all that glorious stuff comes out, we will be talking about Sylvanas, and it is Wonky Wednesday, which means I say, all right, let's do something that is not at all in the meta, something that is not at all normal. And today I asked players to bust out Possession, a heroic that is all but never used. Blizzard has said they've been looking at other ways of tweaking it. In the past, Blizzard has taken heroics from heroes and just removed them and given them a new heroic. The example that comes to mind is Falstad used to have a heroic called, oh my goodness, I can't even think of what it's called. It was basically a big AoE around him, and it just wasn't very good, and they gave him Mighty Gust to replace it. I cannot remember that for the life of me. Please let me know in the comments or in Twitch chat, because that is going to drive me nuts for quite a while if I don't think of it. Anyways, we've got 3 replays lined up today to just take a look at Sylvanas Possession. Now, I'm trusting these players that they did bust out Possession because I have not reviewed these replays at all. I got some big upgrades for Town Hall Heroes, my podcast that I run every Wednesday night. I made the production look a lot nicer, completely just went back and made sure everything was 10 times better. And I'm starting a new podcast called Town Hall Overwatch. And then I've got tournament stuff happening, and it's just busy, a lot of new shows on the horizon. But I'm hopeful that we got some good Possession games. Hi, Kat. Say hello to the camera, Kat. All right, Kat has realized that I will not pet her right now because I am playing video games, and she says, you know what, if you won't pet me, I will live on your chair and get my attention from the stream. As long as she gets her attention, she's happy. All right, Battlefield of Eternity will be the first map that we play on. I'm going to load this bad boy up. I believe this is from Banur. Ooh, it doesn't actually want to load on its own. It wants me to do it manually. I can do that. Just need 2 seconds here. All right, so going into the game, we will be going to Battlefield of Eternity replay for Wonky Wednesday, and Banur is our Sylvanas. Yes. Now, the reasons why Possession is not really a common heroic. It's largely due to the fact that lane clear is so prominent in this game. You think about even playing on a map like Garden of Terror. If you were to ever pick Possession, it's a wasted heroic because, well, not wasted entirely, but when the Plant Terror is active, he can just shut down entire waves of minion with the cast of Overgrowth. And all those minions that you've possessed and, you know, empowered are just rendered useless as a result. So that's one thing. There's a lot of heroes that just blow them up quickly. Think of a Kael'thas with Chain Bomb at level 13. I mean, he just laughs at a minion wave and clears them so very quickly. And, you know, in some instances, you can actually get a lot done. And considering there isn't a lot of lane clear here, sure, like, we could see Kerrigan go for clean kill with Siphoning Impact and quickly burst through the wave of minions, it's still not as effective as something like a Kael'thas or an opposing Sylvanas, but Banera gets pulled in the combo of Kerrigan, insta-death on our Sylvanas player. Banera, you pulled a Jake. That's the kind of stuff that I do. I walk out and I just instantly die. As soon as the game starts, just kind of like a formal greeting saying, look, I can give you this experience and I'm still gonna beat you one way or another. All right, well, Killer Cage does not get hit by the combo. Kerrigan just kind of mistiming that a little bit. Killer Cage able to walk away. And we can look at our Sylvanas build. Goes for Lost Soul. Now, the interesting thing about Lost Soul is, in theory, it lets you push better because you're casting your dagger a little bit more frequently. But on the opposite side, you'll have to realize that you could also go for Barb Shot, and Barb Shot is more damage to minions and mercenaries, and in some cases, that could ultimately be the more efficient ability. But we'll see how this works out. You compare Lost Soul with a lifesteal there on your Shadow Dagger, and it does a lot of AoE damage. It just allows you to push rather effectively at the same time. So we'll see how it pans out. The end, Sylvanas did die on the... What? Gazlo died. It said Sylvanas on my screen. Am I crazy, team? Didn't it say Sylvanas? I actually want to confirm this. Alright, here's Gazlo. He's up here. He's just gonna go greet Kerrigan. No, and then he dies, and it says Sylvanas. That is one of the funkier things I've ever seen, but okay. Well, the mystery of the hero's observer interface continues. Banera in the front of the enemy team takes a few shots there from, I cannot say that name, we're gonna say Nova, and just throws out that Haunting Wave to do a bit of damage to the wave of minions. The Haunting Wave, if you're absolutely confident that you don't have something like Kerrigan rotating down, it is good to throw it to do the damage on the minions. It does actually apply your trait, it damages them, and it pushes them back nicely. Here's another reason why Barb Shot at level 1 could have been a better option when it comes to fighting these guys. These guys are NPCs. Barb Shot can be very, very powerful when it comes to fighting the Immortals on the map. It looks like we have a Nether Death here. This time it's actually Brightwing that went down. And Brightwing looks so weird when she's grayed out like that. Okay, a nice Gravity Leap's going out, stalling out that Kerrigan's approach. And it looks like Sylvanas was able to keep up with the damage. So the damage on the Immortals is rather even. We do see a very low Kerrigan managing to get away, and Greymane going forward. Greymane battles. Haunting Wave used just to do some damage, and Brightwing phase shifting back into the battle, but no help, no mana on these two heroes. Sylvanas, Gazlo dies again. I just read Sylvanas, and oh, that's tilting me. Well, we got the turrets down. Smite is trying to smite this Immortal. They are very much ahead in the race, but standing in that circle is not gonna pan out for Kael'thas today. Who would have thought? Maybe next time he will not die to those circles. He got Kubi. Kubi just cannot see circles, right? He just can't see them. He's blind to circles. It's a weird thing he was born with. It's a defect, and with his brain, just a brain defect. What do they call those? And he just can't see them. So that guy got Kubi'd. I mean, unfortunate. But the Immortal was picked up for the blue team, so although they're behind in experience by almost a full level, they now have this Immortal, which really isn't being responded to as quickly as I thought it might have been, and it probably will actually get at least a tower, and that one tower could be very impactful. Kerrigan going forward, misusing the combo. Again, you should always throw down the Impale before you cast Primal Grasp, because you pull them into the circle on the ground, which Kubis can't see, and then you do all that damage to them. Bottom lane split push from Banera really working out. This is why Sylvanas is such a powerful hero. If you leave her alone, if you allow her to push like this, especially with a Gazlo, it's so impactful. And imagine once we have possession, if this continues to happen in this game, this will be a really bad situation for the red team. Well, the Immortal did manage to get both of the towers, and the Sylvanas Gazlo push looks like they got both the towers here in the bottom lane. So experience has been evened out for that. Even though it's 5 kills to nothing, the structural damage evens things up. Brightwing phase shifted down to give Banera some heals, but Banera would rather tap his well. It's ready in 1 second. No. Going home. Oh, changed his mind. Realized he can tap the... Oh, he doesn't even want to tap the wall. He just wants to help with his camp. There's a little bit of a dicey situation. We see Gazlo has some turrets set up. Locking down those minions is nice. Zombie wall on 2 heroes. Oh, Banera, does he have Haunting Wave available? Not even using it. That healing ward is doing a ton of healing for the Nazebo and the Rhaegar, so they should try to respond to that with an Arcane Flare or something. This time, Sylvanas is actually known as Greymane, and Greymane dies. I think it's because I have Sylvanas selected as a hero. Wow, we will report that bug to Blizzard ASAP, ladies and gentlemen. All right, well, the camp was, in fact, picked up. The Kha'Zix were going to the blue side. Walking up here, looks like Rhaegar was going to try to approach, but getting, you know, some spears to the face is going to dissuade him from even approaching this Gazlo, who is just hanging out. And then ultimately decides, you know, he should go back to base and get ready to do something useful rather than AFK in the bottom of the map. But they're pushing out some minions here in the top lane and just working on those talents. Level 7, what's he gonna go? We have Envenom, so you know, if you wanted to go full push, you could consider Paralysis as being an interesting utility for pushing down towers, forts, stuff like that, but not going for it. Staying pretty standard with Envenom, better for just actual teamfight capability. And then Unstable Poison, that is just crucial for destroying those minions quickly. All right, that Nova, that is the real one. Does she go forward with the Hunting Wave? No. Banera does find Kerrigan on the right side. The Primal Grasp not going to come out. Big bomb thrown up by Gazlo, and the Living Bomb of Kael'thas might be enough to actually kill Kerrigan. No, just a little shy, but the Envenom of Sylvanas, not going to be enough. The self-heal kicks in. Gravity Lapse connects there on Nazebo. A Flame Strike goes out, and we have Greymane going deep, but he is all alone. The safety zombie wall is used, and Greymane feed, Greymane feed, Greymane feed. What Greymanes are good at, man. I'm particularly good at it myself. All right, Brightwing just going to get that phase shield onto Kael'thas. Not going to use it on Sylvanas. Sylvanas goes down very quickly, and we now have a 5v3. But the Immortal very much in favor of the blue team. So even though they're losing the heroes, they're winning the objective. They've been sieging that up very well. Kael'thas with the Living Bomb on, not enough to get a kill. It does explode once again onto Greymane, and now we have Gazlo and Brightwing trying to duel them. Arcane Flare not connecting to anyone. Polymorph used. Very last minute, not connecting as well. That Greymane is going to go in and get the kill on Rhaegar, saying, I died this time. News to me. And Kerrigan is the next one on the menu. Oh, not quite enough. With that Gilnean cocktail, Greymane just barely missing the kill on Kerrigan. Not sure if it would have been enough damage, as the primary target really doesn't take too much damage from it. It's more about the splash, but still a nice attempt either way. Full level lead here, 9 kills to 1 on the blue side, but we have another Immortal here for the blue team. And this will allow them to even up the XP. If Sylvanas is able to push, like, you know, uncontested like last time, this could be disastrous. Unstable Poison has been picked up, and this is going to quickly eliminate these minions, but no, Kerrigan is here this time. Running straight away, but again, the combo is improperly set up, and Alex, the Cos, is going to be able to allow the Sylvanas to get away. Not like he wanted to do that, but he's able to do it with his blunder. All right, well, we do see this Immortal working on this top fort. Will successfully get it. That's going to close the gap of the experience quite a bit. This tower will close it even further. And Sylvanas continuing to get some push on. Once again, Haunting Wave used aggressively against a hero like Kerrigan. That can often be a very risky thing to do, because that's your one get out. But the Unstable Poison exploding, doing a lot of damage from the minions around Kerrigan, and Venom has been cast. Haunting Wave used to get to safety this time. And this very interesting brawl in the bottom lane is going to just, you know, pretty much end it in a stalemate. The Immortal made it through the tower, made it through the fort, but level 10 was reached here by the red team. Blue team right around the corner. They have now looked at that talent. Where is it? Show me the possession. Show me the possession. I believe in you, Sylvanas. Oh, and we got Gazlord. The dream is real. Oh gosh, it was selected. It's just bugged out. Why is it? It's up here. Game. Stop. Possession. 7 stacks of it. That's 1 full wave of minions that Kerrigan can go, or not Kerrigan, Sylvanas can go, he's mine. You made this, I made this. That's exactly what Kerrigan says when she casts a lot of possession. Now, she has to repeat that exact phrase every single time she casts it, and that's one of the reasons why it's such an inefficient ability. ability, not e-ability. And oh, look at it go! She's shooting little lasers in the sky, saying, "I made this, I made this, I made this," and grabs all those minions. And we do have a fallen shaman camp picked up here on the red side, getting hit by that combo. Not full combo actually. Greymane goes forward with the help here and forces back Kerrigan. Greymane with the heroic, not quite enough. Sylvanas on him, rolling forward, picks up the kill. The face shield in time to block the triple tap of Nova. I do not believe it. Sylvanas pushing in on Simple Poison, eliminating the minions like they're nothing, making them a sack lunch in Le Beast. The Greymane on the red team is gonna beastily slap these minions in the face with his sword. G-Labs, Flame Strike full combo from Kael'thas, but not enough to kill the Rhaegar, and he does have the Ancestral Heal in his pocket for when he decides to bust it out. All the heroics are ready here, just the go for the throw on cooldown. Haunting Wave just poking once again from Sylvanas. She has plenty of mana to do that and no immediate threat. We do see the Unstable Poison blowing up on the minions. Living Bomb, a lot of poke here available from the red team. The combo, once again, not properly set. Kerrigan doesn't seem aware that she has to throw down Impale before you throw down the Primal Grasp. Now, basically, you lay the Impaling Blades in front of Kerrigan, and then you pull the target into the Impaling Blade circle. And then you land a successful combo. Double the stun, double the power, esports action. Back on Sylvanas vision, boys. We do see they're defending their Immortal. Gazlowe can opt to try to set up these situations, but he wants to get aggressive. He has Gazlowe to Kerrigan, popping that heroic, going in with Maelstrom, and gets a quick kill on Gazlowe. It looks like Pyro, the Kerrigan, actually no, that's Brightwing. It said Kerrigan will die. It doesn't know what any of the heroes are. The game was very confused right now, but Greymane is way overextended himself. 3-0 in favor of the blue team. Are Sylvanas standing strong though? And maybe Banera can do something cheeky. He's the only one surviving on his team. He could, I don't know if it's even the right decision to try to defend. Just go push. Go sneakily push. Go find a sneaky route, Banera. We believe in you. We believe in you. You can push. That's your base. You can't hurt your base. You don't want to hurt your base. Pings, going out. Gazlowe's in. Trying to set up, trying to mount a defense. Banera, where are we gonna go? Where are you driving the couch, the seat? I don't even know why I said couch. All right, we have a Phoenix going down defensively. A little bit poorly placed, could be further to the left to really zone them out rather than zone your own team out. But it does deny Kerrigan going in. Beautiful zombie wall from Bullet 29. And we see the Haunting Wave going out, standing in front of that triple tap, and it's enough to save Brightwing. I died again, and that's really unfortunate, but huge plays there by Banner, keeping Brightwing alive. Some of the esports saves in this game, but the Ancestral Heal, another esports save, and Greymane is now a doggy bag. All right, well, we do see Parting Pinata throwing down some of those turrets, doing a bit of damage, but Kerrigan coming from the backside, pulling him in, but Brightwing not there in time with the face shield. Very unfortunate. Top lane has been rather pushed out. Sylvanas not even needed here in this lane because they've just had the better push with these waves and only one turret remaining in the top. The experience is rather even, but there is level 13, actually almost a full level lead for the red team, so I lied to you guys, I'm sorry. But they're working on getting those 13 talents. They'll be there very soon. And Sylvanas, what will she go for? What talent sounds delectable to Sylvanas? She's thinking, she's looking. Oh. Question mark. Okay, possession going off, stealing this entire wave of minions. Let's get that push on. Nice, they do additional damage, and the Flame Strike Kael'thas going on in esports action. All right, this Immortal has about half a shield. Nova right up here, cloaked, looking in. Gotta be careful, but nice. We got the peekaboo from Brightwing, revealing Nova, forcing her to disengage. This allows him to safely burn down this Immortal rather quickly. Killer Cage knows he has to back up. Gazlord just charging that laser, gonna get hit by the Gargantuan. Gary the Gargantuan, Juan the Gargantuan, whatever you want to call him, in the front, throwing down that big stomp, a lot of damage on Gazlowe. And the bomb of Gazlowe will actually connect on that Gargantuan and do a lot of damage. All right, snipes from Nova going on to Brightwing. Pyro needs to be careful. Does he have... he didn't get Blink Heal. He went for Emerald Wind, so he doesn't really have any kind of quick escape when those combos happen. And he also went for Shield Dust. Now, Shield Dust is very good against Nova, especially if you see a triple tap target. You can negate a boatload of damage with that ability, but it's also not Ice Block. So there's... I mean, this is a very unsafe style of Brightwing play that we're seeing right here, right now. Level 13 Sylvanas went for Evasive Fire, which is actually a very good decision considering the Greymane and the Sylvanas. You want to get away from them. Banera has no fear, though. Where's delivers that shield dust. Where is it? Oh, the phase shield coming out as well. Esports Brightwing plays. This Brightwing knows exactly how to play that hero when it comes to immediately reacting with the phase shift. Flame Strike connecting there onto Greymane, and the blue Greymane going in, looking for that target, switching back onto Nazebo, but the Ancestral Heal is there in time to keep him healthy and happy. Ancestral on cooldown, which means this Greymane doesn't have those big heals anymore, but Gargantuan is doing a ton, and in the backside, Nova comes in and kills Kael'thas. Banur, very low himself, needs to be very careful. Hasn't been getting a lot of split push himself, but Gazlo is doing that. He's keeping this lane safe, he's keeping this fort alive, and Greymane, way too ham sandwich. Nova in the backside picks up another kill, trades left and right. This Greymane survives with, what, 2 HP? Holy esports, no. People don't survive with 2 HP. All right, Brightwing in the top lane, trying to push these minions back. We do have Greymane with the Gazlord just working on those mercenaries. Grabs them very quickly. Very good at doing it. Looking at everything vision. Red team up here, and the blue team is kind of spread out. They're working on the Fallen Shaman here on the left side of the map. Nazebo is trying to push down this bottom fort to give them some experience. They have not taken out a fort yet. Both of these forts are very, very low, but it's time to go back to Sylvanas vision. Boom, Emerald Wind going off, pushing them back, disengaging for Gazlo. Very nicely done. A heroic we do not see all that often, and I should theme a Wonky Wednesday around like weird heroics like that too. Just like a full control heroic build. Wow, Greymane going forward, gets the kill on the Rhaegar before he can cast that Ancestral Heal. We do have the nice shields going off onto Greymane, and this might compel him to engage. Kael'thas very low, needs to stay behind his allies. Those Brightwing pulses, they are nice. They do a lot of healing, but it takes time. You can't immediately get an Ancestral Heal or anything of that sort. But at the same time, the Rhaegar is still dead. Maelstrom used. Gazlo caught in that zombie wall. Beautiful positioning, but the Kael'thas damage is ferocious, taking out 2, almost 3 members. 1 health remaining on this Nazebo, and that final auto attack from Greymane is enough, but these leaping spiders are nipping at his heels. He's able to get away. Nova in the bottom manages to fall herself, almost getting enough damage done here on our Sylvanas player, but Banur reigns supreme. Now, these Fallen Shaman have been pushing this entire time, and this is something that happens a lot. You should actually go and defend that before you work on the Immortal, especially if you're playing something like Sylvanas or Gazlo and you have very good lane clear. You should deny that as much push as humanly possible. Fortunately, Killer Cage respawns and he's down here cleaning that up, and Banur and Pyra are doing their best to work on this Immortal, and they will get it to the halftime show with their Immortal still at full health. So in the end, it's a pretty darn good situation here for the blue team. All right, well, possession, we haven't seen a huge impact on it so far, but the few times it has been used, we've seen very good split push out of both the Gazlo and the Sylvanas. We do see that Phoenix in the middle, right on that. They're burning through that Immortal like he is nothing. And 2 of the members decide to get hit by the same circle. At least they got hit by it together. Friendship is love. Friendship is happiness. Pyra all by himself has to use Emerald Wind and run away, and that's going to be a dead Sylvanas. 2 heroes down, Ancestral Hill connecting on Greymane. A 4 for nothing. Ooh, that's rough. That is not the way you want to see it happen. Kael'thas all alone popped his Arcane Barrier preemptively, so he has no kind of self-sustain once they engage on him. Looks like the red team is going to take out this fort, and then they have to fall back and defend this Immortal. They could easily leave 1 hero in the top lane to soak, and it looks like they're going to leave 2, so nice. They left Rhaegar, they left Nazebo. We can switch back to all vision for the time being. We do see a 3-man defense here in the bottom. They will certainly lose this bottom fort, and they will lose 1 to 2 towers based on the power of this Immortal. That still has shields remaining. It's going to throw 1 or 2 range attacks before it actually loses those shields, and then it will switch to melee mode, but it should be able to take out probably both the towers. All right, top lane, Nazebo finally going back to base, realizing that his assistance is needed to help defend that Immortal. And we do have Smite You smiting these minions, pushing them back. Banur going to start working on this Fallen Shaman camp. And we can just take a look at Banur's stats right now. We can see he went for Cold Embrace, so this is just, basically makes so the targets take amplified damage for a short period of time, and the range of Shadow Dagger is reduced by 25%. So your ability is, you have to use it a little bit closer up, but it allows you to, get that burst damage off on that target more so. It's like having a Hunter's Mark. All right, well, they're working on this top camp double push in the top lane for the blue team with just the singular Khazra camp here in the bottom. We can see Nazebo spit going out. There he is. Very nice. Cute. Very cute hero. I love Nazebo. Oh, I'm so excited for the 2 new Diablo heroes. I assume they're both Diablo, based on the speculation. I'm so excited. Ancestral Heal connecting on Sylvanas. Used a little bit early, but better safe than sorry. It's only a 60-second cooldown. And Gazlo defending the bottom lane. We can see the Chain Heal connecting on Nova. He actually had vision of her. And we have that Peekaboo from Brightwing. Huge damage from Kilthas going out. That is a clone. And then the real Nova is back in safety land. Heals going out left and right from Rhaegar Banur. With that amplified damage is doing a lot, but Greymane going forward. The Greymane response in a huge polymorph, denying him that kill on Banur, playing Sylvanas. Emerald win for the disengaged Banur is actually going to Hearth back to base. Nova is not going to scout this out, and it looks like the Gravity Lapse will be successful. Greymane doesn't really have an escape. Brightwing's back in action, got that face shield to keep him alive, trying to mount. Will he make it? Oh, the totem goes down, but it's not actually going to dismount him, and Killer Cage manages to slip away. Bottom lane, we've got Sylvanas and Gazlo keeping this lane happy and healthy, but look at the kills. 23 on the left side, the blue team, or the red team. Gosh, and that's so confusing. Wow, 23 for the blue side. We'll just look at this. We'll never pull up the tab screen. And 10 on the right side. All right, well, the Immortal well underway here for the blue team. Chipping through its health, Nova stepping forward, doing a bit of damage to Greymane, but he's able to disengage successfully. Quarter of the health has been eliminated, which is a very nice start. Brightwing trying to defend, can, of course, phase shift up to an ally, but this is a very risky thing. If you had a Kerrigan come in with that combo and the Nova to blow you up, could be lights out before you know it. Rhaegar hit by the Immortal and has to Ancestral himself. The phase shift going up to Killer Cage, but Sylvanas died. Gosh, this says Greymane. I just have to guess now if I'm not paying attention to that exact hero. We do see Living Bomb there applied to Nova. It looks like Party Pinata gonna be able to escape because Kerrigan once again doing the combo in the wrong order. Level 20 talents have been picked up. We have Bolt, we have Storm Shield, we have Tooth and Claw, Mecha, Lord, and Bolt of the Storm. Once again, Kerrigan landing on 3 targets, a huge Gilnean cocktail, and the launch forward. Huge damage. Storm Shield pop from Brightwing, but nowhere near enough healing available, and Brightwing is the only one to live in that fight. Emerald Wind was the only option to survive that kind of engage when you get caught like that, but unfortunately, it was on cooldown for another 25 seconds at the initiation. So, red team with another huge team fight win. They're sitting up 27-10, and they're going to be putting themselves in a position to really just kind of mount an advantage in this game. We do see those Immortals, well, for the first time, I think the first time on the blue side. No, this is the second one they've gotten, and it will go to the top lane once again. Bottom lane has sustained a little bit of damage. The Immortal will always push the strongest remaining lane of the enemy team. So since they still got full health here on their keep, this Immortal is going to prioritize the strongest lane, the lane with the most defenses. That just prevents the game from being super snowbally. If it was random, this map could be way too snowbally. All right, we see the phase shield going off here with the Peekaboo, so Pyra going to take a lot of damage. Pop Storm Shield kind of unnecessarily, but it's okay. Better safe than sorry once again. We do see this Gargantuan going forward very low. A couple shots from the tower, not enough to end up killing it, and we have the whole red team up. Pyra going to be able to back away. Maelstrom pop by Kerrigan, getting the Primal Grasp there successfully on Gazlo, but the keep has fallen. Huge damage, and Greymane goes in and gets the kill on Rhaegar right before the Ancestor connects, and a zombie wall of Kerrigan's team actually works against her, ends up killing her. This approach not working out so far. Greymane popping that heroic, getting the kill. Brightwing trying to block. They do successfully keep that Greymane alive, and it's a 3-for-0 so far. No, Gazlo has fallen, so make it a 3-for-1. Immortal still working on this red team's structures, chipping away at the core, and Greymane is starting to work on it. They've managed to get through the shields and get down to 86%, but that is not really critical damage yet. It's a-okay, they're still alive. Gazlo has left the game. His computer actually decided that, it didn't want to play Heroes of the Storm anymore. It just stopped. Oh, it's back. It's feeling better now. It just had a bit of a hiccup. And we do have this camp here, the Fallen Shaman being collected by Pyra, Banur, and Smitechu. Greymane getting the clear here in the bottom lane. They want to make sure to push out both of the lanes. And this is one of those situations where possession finally starts to become a kind of interesting heroic. You see that catapult? Catapults are better minions. Well, what does possession do? Possession. Force an enemy minion to fight for you. It gains 20% attack damage, costs 5 charges to convert a catapult minion. So you got to spend 5 out of 7 to grab a catapult, but catapults hit like trucks, and a catapult with 20% additional damage? This could be cool. Oh yeah, let's just turn that guy around. Yeah, now he's ours. Woohoo! We got Fallen Shaman behind it. This catapult is annihilating everything in its path. This one catapult is just a god, and it's not like promote. Or just promote, you have to walk near the minions. It used to be that promote would expire, but no, they've changed promote so many times. Promote just doesn't have extra health versus enemy heroes. That's what it is nowadays. So they're very easy to kill, but they do a lot versus enemy minions if left alone. Well, this guy just has 20% additional damage, so he's gonna hit pretty hard. You see how much damage that Greymane just took fighting minions? Like, Greymane just got bodied. He really did. So, of course, possession will take a little while to regenerate, but that top lane, which was completely pushed out due to the catapults and due to the keep falling down, and that whole immortal is now been completely evened out for the time being. As long as Sylvanas keeps possession active up there, here and there, they should be a-okay in the top lane. We do see Phase Shield being cast there onto Greymane. This could mean he wants to go in. But that means Phase Shield's on cooldown for quite a while. First Aid for Gazlo, keeping him up. Polymorph to allow them to disengage. They do have Emerald Wind ready in 15 seconds, so they've got to wait a little while before they can take a sloppy engagement and have a get out. If they're not careful, they'll get pulled in like this. Storm Shield has to be used. Pinata already used his first aid, so he will end up falling. Flame Strike, Living Bomb going off. Phase Shield not going to be there in time. Does get it off onto Greymane. Can they turn this around? Banner with some big damage. They take out Kerrigan. Not having Willing Arrow constantly makes these fights seem so much harder than they should be. Oh my goodness, Greymane going through that zombie wall. Pyra with those heals for the team. Earthgrass, Earthbind Cone going down on the ground, trying to stall them out, trying to keep them from approaching any further, and it is successful in doing so. Now Greymane going forward, almost has enough damage. Brightwing once again phase shifting in, and this Greymane is just lunging himself forward, actually uses the disengage aggressively and picks up a double kill, and Pyra with the heals will be able to get them out, but in the backside, Smite You manages to get the gravity lapse on Nova as soon as she casts that triple tap and picks up the kill, and Sylvanas, during all of this, is started working on the Immortals red team. They stabilize. Now, top lane has pushed out. These catapults are starting to build up, and they do need to push that out. So I would like to see Greymane work on this. Greymane has much better lane clear than Brightwing ever could dream of having. Even if you spec all the way into our Arcane Blast, it is just not very good. Like, I don't know. He's a support, man. All right, Banera, Pyra, and Killer Cage gonna make it to the halftime show before their Immortal takes any damage whatsoever. And we do see the blue team is now respawning on their side of the map. 22 to 23 experience, just about dead even. 23 around the corner here. And this Immortal will fall rather rapidly. Kerrigan looking around the corner, great position here, can dodge, jump onto Pyra, but he does have Emerald Wind if needed. Jukes both of Kerrigan's abilities, and that is a full power Immortal here, gathered by the red team. Now the Immortal's going to the bottom lane, and the top lane is pushed by the blue team. So I'd love to see Sylvanas just possess a wave of minions in the top, or something of that sort. Oh, but that Emerald Wind completely disengaging the team. Greymane was stuck in limbo for quite a while. Ancestral Heal does connect on Greymane just barely, and Pyra gets out with by the skin of his teeth. Immortal in the bottom lane. Yes, there are minions here working on this keep, but this Immortal will stop that approach. But this is the immediate threat. They need to push this top lane out. This would be a great time to use that possession. Smite You, we actually have Phase Shield and Arcane Barrier cast. It's like a full health bar of shielding on Kel'Thas. Will expire in just a moment, but this Immortal is not being escorted. It's up here in the front, taking a ton of damage all at once, and it does need a bit of assistance. Party Pinata throwing down that explosions. Oh my, Smite You getting very low, does die to Greymane, but Greymane trades out, dies himself, and the bottom keep has fallen. Sylvanas has now gone up here, possesses one of the catapults, takes 5 out of 7 charges to get a catapult, so he's not able to possess both of them, but that will still buy them a fair amount of time here in the top lane. And this Immortal is working on the core, down to 45%, 30%. This could actually be game right now. The power of possession on the catapults was there. But truthfully, we didn't really see it used all that often for the split push in a lot of situations. GG's, Bonaire. You guys clutched that one out barely. Close game for sure. Esports. The cat is freaking out right now, stream. Like, I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what toy she found. It's probably like a little zip tie or something, and she finds them to be the most enjoyable thing on the planet. You could buy her a cat toy, but like most cats, they like small random objects that bounce around, and they like boxes. If you buy them a big cat tower, they would prefer the box that the cat tower came in. That's just how cats work. I don't know what it is about cats, but what can I say? All right, up next, we've got a replay submitted by Ramyor on Shire. Possession Sylvanas once again, as that is the theme for today. Now, we just saw it on a 2-lane map. Now we're going to see it on a 3-lane map where we have the map objective very powerful for pushing. So in a situation where Sylvanas is left alone, once again, this could be, you know, a very dicey situation for the enemy team. I completely forgot that I had to delete half my overlay, and I should really fix that because the daily quest text looks rather odd on that hero's logo. Oh well. Anyways, taking a look at the compositions in this game, we have a Chen with a Lunara, a Karazim, a Sonya, and a Falstad. With them, there is a Illidan, a Raynor, a Rhaegar, a Sonya, and a Sylvanas.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, they don't have a true warrior. So Sylvanas going forward, with Illidan, it's going to be tough for Illidan to stay alive. Fortunately, Rhaegar is a pretty good hero to pair with Illidan, but I think this is a situation where they really need to make sure Illidan goes for Metamorphosis and goes a very sustained style, because that hero can be very squishy. On the opposite side, Falstad, Sonya, Double Bruiser up here again, so they're going to be diving a lot as well. And then Karazim for those heals. It's actually pretty similar compositions at the end of the day. Sylvanas with that kind of, you know, push and poison and lane clear, and Lunara in a very similar sense, even though she's classified as an assassin and not a specialist. Very good lane clear on that hero for sure. You know, I'm really excited for the balance patch coming out today, because I'm hopeful that they announce that they're fixing Lunara's like auto attack movement, because sometimes it's a little bit weird the way she bounces and like it cancels her attacks. And I hope they give her a little bit of buff, a little bit more health, or something along the lines of that. I think she needs it. All right, well, Salty Seaman is gonna go to the salty depths of the sea, because he got annihilated there by multiple members of the red team while just trying to enjoy a nice drink. Rotating up once again, we do see the dude is able to just kind of make his way up here to the mid lane and start pushing that out. But we have a lot of damage going out, and we have Illidan picking up a kill on Lunara. Quickly, 2 kills to nothing here on the red side. Sylvanas level 1 talent, she went for the win, so this is evasive fire range. Not going for that auto attack damage. She wants the increased range on all of her arrows going out. And we'll see how much of a difference that makes. Barrel roll forward, throwing down that fat damage, but it's not quite enough to pick up the kill on Ramyor. And Ramyor's going to go back home. So this is going to be experience lost in the top lane, since we will not see a rotation of time. Bottom lane completely controlled here by red, but a dive in from Sylvanas and Kerrigan, penetrating around, forcing them both back. In the front line of Chen or Illidan and Sonya is working out rather well. Rhaegar needs to get in that wall form, and he needs to do it now, and he's going to be able to get away if he does. That Ancient Spirit, not quite enough to slam, just barely not getting the kill. Illidan might be too far forward. No, he's got that evasion with the Shadow Shield, and he's able to stay alive. The final shot of the tower hit, connecting on Chen, but not picking up kill. Multiple members tap the well. Illidan going forward. He really is the kind of hero that cleans up fights, and he's got that self-sustain from all his autos, so he's able to live. He gets a few heals and that lightning shield, and the Ancient Spear of Sonya on the red team picks off Chen. One more hit from Karazim would do it, but Radiant dash to escape. Oh, but Raynor gets the kill over the wall. How does he do it? Sniper status. Sylvanas says, you know what, I don't want to fight Falstad. He just beat me, so I'm going to split push mid. And doing so, he's getting a ton of damage. 1 tower has already fallen. Sonya poking out, so Ramyor has to be careful. But he's going to throw down that Shadow Dagger once again and just, you know, bully these minions rather quickly. This is a big wave of minions, but of course Sylvanas or Sonya can use that whirlwind to heal off them if feeling confident. Now level 4 was picked up, which means there isn't Venom, but Salty Seaman making his way up, and Ramyor needs to use that Haunting Wave to to escape. Oh, no, didn't recast it. Ancient Spear connecting. That's going to be like, oh, wow. Remior lives to see another day. All right, Sonya Hakawaka Wapa. I don't know how to say that. I don't read that language. I don't even know what language that is because I'm uncultured. Is going to capture this top shrine. And the middle shrine will be available for the red team in just a moment. We have Illidan chasing Sonya here in the top lane. Remior on Sylvanas coming up, throwing out the Shadow Dagger. All of the with the wind. Not with the wind. With the wind. It is with the wind. Yes, I did it, team. The additional range there was enough to get that kill. Without the level 1 talent with the wind, wouldn't have picked up that kill. All right, Falstad going forward, hit by the Ancient Spear, has to barrel roll to safety, but Illidan says, no, I'm gonna body block you, man. You're just a fried chicken as far as I'm concerned, and we have the first Dragonite of the game. Full level advantage here on the red side, which means a talent tier advantage and unstable poison will once again be picked up. Pretty much the standard for Sylvanas, whether you're going a weird possession build or a standard Wailing Arrow style for Sylvanas, just because of how strong that is for pushing out a lane. Now we see Sylvanas being left alone once again, and this is going to really allow her to push down these towers, throwing out that haunting wave to, you know, disable the minions, doing some damage to them, just spamming that Q. You can actually just hold Q, just hold Qs for days. We're gonna hit O again, go back to Sylvanas vision. I mean, Withering Fire just, it doesn't cost mana. You want to use it as often as possible. Every time you kill a minion, you get another charge of it. So you might as well just tape your Q key down when you're playing heroes as Sylvanas. Okay, this Sonya doesn't know what to do. She's trying to get back to base. The hammer ring connecting. A lot of damage going forward, and it is enough for the kill. So Sonya not going to make it through that one. We do have Remior back alive, and he's pushing out here in the bottom lane. I'm so confused when the colors change like that. Look at that. Look at the color change on the minimap. Doesn't that, like, hurt your head? Gosh. All right, well, we do have this bottom fort being worked on. They're going to be able to burn it down very quick with Sylvanas disabling it. And, man, this Sugar Plum Fairy Sylvanas, so kawaii, boys. So kawaii. And they're able to burn it down rather quickly. All right, so this is going to be 1 fort down so far this game, 2 forts exposed due to the pushing of Sylvanas, and we have level 10 around the corner. That's a huge experience lead, primarily due to the structures, but yes, they are also ahead in kills, and that is very nice. We see Salty Seaman trying to run away here, but it's actually more so Lunara that's overextended, and Mooth goes down. Nice pickup here from Red, but they're missing a lot of soak, and they should try to split out a little bit better in these kind of situations. Unless they just, if they get another kill, then you know what? Fine. It's a-okay. Salty Seaman hit by the Ancient Spear does go down. Oh, Ancient Ancestral Heal going down, and Sonya whirlwinding back to base, able to get away with the rest of the team. We have Karazim tapping the well, trying to stay alive. Sylvanas has kept the structure locked down, but baby, he wants to go home. Oh, where are we going? Game. Don't do that. You scared me. Sonya, one of the best merkers in the game. She's a merc master, and she's going to grab these giants in the bottom. Sylvanas in the top. Starting to flex that possession a little bit, right? You see these minions, these purpley ones? These purple bros. That means they are tainted by Sylvanas, and they do 20% additional damage for the duration of their existence. But Chen will just breathe fire on them casually. They'll do their dutiful duty and smack some stuff, but Rhaegar ended up falling in a battle. So that's 1 hero down on the red side. Blue team in the advantageous position. You know, it's not like a game-winning condition. They might get a Dragonite here. It's still very early in the game. We see Sylvanas was able to grab this mercenary camp, so we do have some knights marching on the side of the red team. 1 second till we have our Rhaegar back up, and oh my goodness, the Illidan with the hunt going for it onto Falstad, picking up the kill. The hunt is such a silly heroic, and it's really fun to watch Illidan sit there, charge up, and lunge at his enemies, especially in those kind of situations. Well, we have this rotation into the bottom lane. Illidan rotating down, Ancient Spear connecting onto Taoist, and Taoist is taking a ton of damage. He did go for the Divine Palm, so if he's worried about dying, he can throw that on himself or one of his allies, but it looks like they're going to be able to walk away. Falstad has respawned, could fly into battle. Red team just needs to regain control of one of these shrines, and they grab the bottom one. Falstad flying directly into the middle, thinking they were going to get a Dragonite. A little bit mistaken, but Ramyor is now surrounded. Ancient Spear did connect. Haunting Wave going down, and he gets it off, but he doesn't quite get over the wall, and that leaping strike from Lunara is more than enough, but Illidan comes out of nowhere, and oh, what was that? That was a point-blank heroic leap with a mighty gust. That was one of the silliest things I have ever seen. Let's go. Instant replay. Haunting Wave down. Illidan. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Did I break everything? I broke my mouse cursor. I hit B twice. Never hit B twice. I've learned this. Now I can't use the minimap. We've gone back too far. We're going to watch this again. We're going to try to make this work. We're going to go to the mega zoom. We're going to zoom out as far as we can. All right. Sylvanas getting collapsed on. Haunting Wave down. And then P. P is what I want to hit. Where's Illidan? Where's Illidan? Right here. All right. Goes in. Hunt. A lot of damage going off. Let's zoom. Let's zoom. Falstad's positioning right here. Bird. Sonya taking a lot of damage from the Illidan that just hunted in. Hunt, 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 and then point blank heroic leap with a mighty gust and a divine palm for that insurance policy. Esports, boys. Esports. Now, I've lost my mouse cursor. This is the replay client. It's still incredibly, incredibly buggy. Ancestral Heal will connect on Hidden, and he's A-okay. But, oh, just kidding. He got barrel rolled. That is a dead Rhaegar. 5 versus 3 in this situation. Dragonite could still try to be denied, but Illidan is gonna go down. The slows there, they were ferocious, and the leaping strike paying off once again. Top lane pushed out a little bit. They need to march down here. They need to possess this wave of minions, and we should see that. No, just, you know, it's often hard to get used to using possession. You're so used to walking up to that wave of minions, throwing down your shadow dagger, and then just immediately killing them. So pushes out the first wave and grabs the second, and now this is a huge push in the top. Ramyor going to try to push to the best of his ability. Yes, there is a Dragonite here in mid. If we swing back up to the top, we can see all these minions. They're going to do a lot of damage, especially with Sylvanas locking everything down. She can use Shadow Dagger left and right to really just burn through the health bar of these minions, and of course keep them locked down, allowing her minions to stay alive. And as possession cooldowns come off, she can possess more and more minions for her team. Now we see that Raynor and Chen have died, and Falstad has mighty gusted Sylvanas back into a weird spot. This is where you would see Sylvanas use Wailing Arrow and actually take the fight, but unfortunately I forced all of the players this week that submitted replays to grab possession. And now we have I can't read that, man. I'm sorry. Successfully reclaiming this top lane after they got 2 kills in the mid lane. Got the keeps. Forts. Yeah, you did. We got all 3 forts. It's nice. And only 1 fort down on the red side. Experience is darn even, though. Dragonite expires. The Salty Seaman has returned to his panda form. And Ancient Spear connects on the Lunara. Lunara took a bit of damage, but so did Sonya. Can she tap the well? Oh, but the hunt going forth. Illidan trying for that kill, but Divine Palm not cast in time, unfortunately. Illidan picking up a kill. The barrel used as a disengage, but that's never stopped Illidan before. He died, and Blizzard brought him back anyways. So that's, you can't stop this guy. Illidan just keeps on returning. The hunt begins, it ends when he dies, and it begins again. Is he a good guy in Legion? I don't know. He might be. Well, we'll never know. Oh my goodness, flying kick from Chen. Illidan with that first aid, not nearly enough to survive. And Falstad flying forward, looking for that mighty gust. Can he get it? Yes, he connects on Ramyor. Haunting Wave has already been spent. Won't be ready for quite a while. I'd click on the Sylvanas portrait if I had a mouse cursor. My mouse cursor has been deleted. Oh, tab just does that. Doesn't tab to my mouse. Oh, but a heroic leap going in, trying to save the Salty Seaman from his salty demise. And he's going to be able to survive, walking back to safety land. And he's going to be a happy little man. I have pinged too much. Please wait a while before pinging again. I don't recall pinging once. Blizzard. Don't yell at me. I'm offended. The dude and Salty Seaman being collapsed on, but Lunara is here, and she does have Leaping Strike. Does she go too far forward? Raynor is there to peel. The camp has been stolen successfully. Bottom lane, that is a very race car-y Wisp launching itself into the bush to make sure no one is there, and it will race car no more as it expires after just a moment. Will Muth send another race car out? Yes, he puts one exactly where he was standing. All the value in getting that race car talent in the bottom lane. The Wisp will remain. All right, shrines available. Bottom shrine, top shrine. Fall set, flying up. Yes! And Sylvanas runs away. All right. Being very festive. Christmas is over, but you can be festive whenever you want. Regroup. And Falstad trying to push that. Now we see, again, possession forcing the blue team back, forcing them to defend all of these minions that, you know, are possessed, doing 20% additional damage and being an annoyance, keeping this top lane pushed out consistently. Both of the, wow. So with that response they needed to defend that push that exists in the top lane, they snuck a Dragonite. As I die, excuse me, sorry about that. They stuck a Dragonite, and Ramir is actually at the helm, so that's our Sylvanas player. Sitting in the Dragon, race car Wisp, sitting there in the bush, patiently watching, because it can't do anything else. Somebody had a really cool suggestion. I'm just going to go off on a rant right now about the Wisp. I saw this on Reddit, about the Wisp being able to be thrown on an ally. So that it gave them increased radius of vision and like reveal enemy heroes around it. That'd be like a pretty cool talent. Illidan with the hunt does manage to get the kill on Falstad. The Dragonite didn't really do anything at all, but it soaked up a boatload of damage and they got that first kill. Divine Palm will not connect on Sylvanas, and the red team is in a great position to keep pushing as the Salty Seaman has fallen to a salty death. Sylvanas can lock down all of these structures. 2 heroes down for up to 40 seconds at this point. And we will see this bottom keep be the first keep to fall of this game. Yes, there are knights pushing in the top lane, but that fort remains, and losing a fort is not really all that impactful this late in the game, and they can happily just continue keep on pushing. And Ancient Spear is there, but the Radiant Dash immediately from Karazim to get back to safety. Now Sylvanas' trait does not disable the core, so they can't get that, but the Hunt can get the kill on Lunara. Bambi, you were supposed to get out of the fire. The fire burns. Or was that your mother that died? I'm sorry. Oh, spoilers, Bambi spoilers. Heroic leap there. 3 targets, but the Ancestral Heal will keep one alive. Ramyor has been thrown to the fish, I guess. And core, OMG, GG guys. Well played. Possession takes another win. And great use. I mean, we saw the possession. Saw Jake as MVP. What? Yeah, we saw possession really just you know, forcing them back to respond to those lanes, because possession minions hit very hard, and that allowed them to have enough breathing room to sneak out that Dragonite in that last push. That last push ultimately resulted in the win of the game. So possession OP. You heard it right here, guys. You heard it right here. We're going to get ready for our next replay, but we're going to just take a very quick commercial break first, because I desperately need some water. Be back in a bit. Stay tuned.